Welcome to Time to Speak Your Mind. I'm your host, Lee Lewis, and I will be picking up where I left off at from my last episode, which was Trump versus coronavirus. So, like I was saying, Trump never actually cared enough to actually tell us about the coronavirus. He let it go on for 5 months before he actually told us exactly about it. But by the time he told us, it was people are already catching it. Some people died from it. Some people didn't. Um, then not only did he do that, as many of you probably remember, January 6th of this year, he made a speech for all his supporters to go and do a riot on the Capitol Hill. He didn't care that his vice president was in there. He didn't care if anybody in there had got killed. All he wanted to show that he had authority to use his power the way he wanted to. But some of you still support him, still wants him to run for president in 2024. I don't get why that's even an option. They shouldn't let him run in 2024. That's my opinion. Some of y'all are saying that Biden is not doing a good job on with the coronavirus and this new virus called Delta. But as I said before, Biden is doing his best to pick up where Donald Trump never started. Trump, he was not the best president we had. He compared himself to Hitler. He has he, he has sorry. He has used his power to pay women, well, more than one woman to quiet up what he had done in the past. In the past, which some of y'all probably heard the audio of him in the bus on All Access with an interview with Billy Bush. He, and I quote, he said, I like grabbing women by their private part. But some of y'all still want him to be president. Some of y'all still voted for him to go for a second term. Luckily, that second term never came. I don't understand how y'all can just see the bad things that he's doing, but then just don't say nothing about it. Some of you say, okay, no, I don't want him to be our president. But what are you doing to stop him from being our next president? What are you possibly going to do to stop him from being our next president? Y'all are not doing anything. Y'all just saying words, but not actually doing action. He should not be president. He should not even be in the White House. He lied. He he used his power to do whatever he wanted to do. In my opinion, he should even touch the ground of Washington D.C. Y'all saying that Biden, oh he can't do this, he can't do that. But what are y'all doing to help Biden? To help Biden understand what y'all want? Y'all saying that Biden, okay, he's giving out free money. Okay, I understand that that's what y'all want. But why don't y'all just write him a letter or do something to tell him what y'all want him to do. Yes, I don't know if he will actually do what y'all say, but at least give it a try. Y'all not even trying. Y'all using your voices, but you're not doing it the right way. I don't understand how are y'all actually saying these things, but in my opinion, I'm looking at the news every day. I don't see nothing that y'all actually are doing to help us and help Biden make United States a better United States, not a United States that our former president have left behind. A new United States that we could come together and help each other, not tear each other down or anything. I don't understand how y'all are being mean to y'all neighbors just because y'all support a different kind of political party. Yes, I'm Democratic, as you can tell, but that doesn't stop me from being nice to my neighbor because she or he are Republican. I'ma still treat my neighbor the exact same way as I want to be treated. Y'all say, oh, I'm not gonna be talking to her because she's a Democrat. Oh, or oh, I'm not gonna talk to him because he Republican. He's one of the people that want to tear us down. No, God made us for a reason. God made us to walk on this earth as He see fit, not what we see fit, not what Donald Trump see fit, what any other president or political person can say or do that they want us to walk in their light. No, God made us for us to walk in His light. God said, "Love your brethren," and the exact same way as you love me. Do y'all actually follow what God said? Because in my opinion, I'm looking at the news. I'm seeing people getting killed for no reason. Little kids getting killed because y'all people don't know how to shoot exactly at the person y'all trying to aim at. Y'all just shooting all kinds of ways, killing innocent people. Y'all killing babies, y'all killing kids, y'all killing uh teenagers for no reason. God did not make us for that. And God didn't make us to go attack people who trying to help us. Nancy Pelosi is trying to help us, but y'all still want to go after her. She's trying to see things in our perspectives. She's trying to see how we feel, how what pain that we're feeling. But y'all don't understand that she's doing her best. Yes, she's in Washington in DC. She doesn't know where we live, so she can ask us what we should do, what she should do in her position. Okay, I understand that. But like I said before, write a letter, make a video, do something. Get your voices heard. Not just say to your friends, your family, your neighbor, oh, I wish Biden would do this or do that. I I personally made this podcast because us people, we need to start speaking our mind. We need to start saying what we want. Start stating our voices. We need to stop living in silence. If we want something done, we need to say it out loud on video, in a letter, something. Don't just sit by while something happening. Stand up. Stand up and speak what you want. Say what you want. Say what you want. Nancy Pelosi, Joe Biden, the vice president. Say what you want them to do. Like Some of y'all said, oh, he's giving us money, but maybe just a little bit more money we should get. Okay, state that. Tell him that. Yes, he's doing his best. I'm gonna tell you that. Him and the vice president, they're doing their best to to see what y'all want and to do what's best for the United States. But some of y'all are still stuck on the past saying, "Oh, I wish Donald Trump was still our president because at least he did this and he did that." Donald Trump didn't do nothing but hurt us. He didn't care about us at all. Because if he did, the coronavirus wouldn't have gotten this bad, where 500,000 people of the United States almost died. Either they died or they almost died. But Joe Biden is seen as if he can make the vaccinations more uh more available for us to take our time whenever we can and get the vaccination. He didn't have to do that. He could have been just like Donald Trump, just let us die without the vaccination. But no, he's trying to do his best to help us out. But none of us can sit at the time and say, okay, he's doing this. Let me help my community and see if I can get my community to get the vaccinations or get my community to do this or do that. I'm tired of hearing people say, "Okay, I wish my community would do this." Okay, you're tired of seeing your community doing this and doing that. Why don't you step up and help? Hmm? Why don't you do that? But no, y'all rather say what y'all think, but not actually do any action into it. There's no point in saying something if you can't put action into it. Okay, yes, I'm behind the microphone saying this, but at least I'm trying to get my voice heard out there. At least I'm trying to do something to help my community. What are y'all doing to get your voices heard? Yes, I created a podcast. Yes, I'm doing this because personally, I don't like what I'm seeing in the world. Killing, lying, stealing, um, little kids getting killed for no apparent reason. Right there just breaks my heart to see a mother have to bury her own children. No parent should have to bury their children. No parent should see their child dying before they go. Like, really? Like, I don't see why y'all want to go out there and kill. God made us for a certain thing. He wanted us to go in his light. You don't see God going out there killing people, do y'all? No. Well, so what makes us think that we can play God and kill people, take their lives away, hurt their family? That makes no sense. Like seriously, what is wrong with you people that y'all can just think, oh, killing people is okay? That's not gonna come up to me. What God said, reap what you sow. What goes around comes around. You killing people, you're gonna get the same thing. And I might be hurting some feelings out there. Okay, but at least I'm voicing my opinion. I don't see none of y'all out there voicing your opinions, but y'all can go out there and kill people. Like, really, what is so important that about killing people that you can't even stand up to your own community and put like you see homeless people on the street. Oh, maybe I should create a shelter for these homeless people so they won't be in the winter time sleeping on the cold ground, uh, dying of frozen bites. There's a medical version term of that, but I can't think of right now. No, all y'all care about is killing, stealing, lying, and I don't see what's the point of killing. God made us all the same. But none of you can actually see that. Because only thing y'all see is different race, different genders, people who are different from you. That's it. That is all y'all see. And that makes no sense. Completely no sense. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. Letting people die every day because y'all stupidity gets the best of you. Until next time, this is Time to Speak Your Mind.
Please welcome the 45th President of the United States of America.
President Trump is known for his blunt, off-the-cuff style of speaking. And that could be why the Senate convicts him this month for inciting an insurrection. Legally, whether or not he actively engaged in a rebellion against the authority of the United States. According to the House's article of impeachment, Trump made statements that encouraged and foreseeably resulted in lawless action at the Capitol. But how can making a few statements incite a rebellion?
One component of inciting someone to violence or inciting someone to action is presenting them or creating a shared understanding of the world. In order to march to the Capitol, break windows, tear down the American flag, and replace that flag with the flag of someone we feel more devoted to. There's an us versus them, and that means the only rightful conclusion is to take some action to get the election back, to get the country back.
That idea comes up in the two quotes included in the article of impeachment.
We fight like hell, and if you don't fight like hell, you're not going to have a country anymore.
And
we won this election, and we won it by a landslide. This was not
the rhetorical effect of using we with an audience is tremendous. Some can utilize that to generate us versus them distinctions and can motivate their audience to see the world as they are pitted against others who are not part of the we. There are at least 12 to 14 other times in the speech where Trump refers to the gathering specifically that day.
We're gathered together in the heart of our nation's capital. You'll never take back our country with weakness.
And that's followed by other language, which is the direct call to action in the speech.
We're going to walk down, and I'll be there with you. We're going to walk down to the Capitol. So let's walk down Pennsylvania Avenue.
Every type of speech that's going to involve some kind of incitement.
Adrian, go! Let's go!
It's also going to need that call to say, and now let's go do it. Now let's go engage in that behavior. It could be argued, that Trump was targeting specific individuals.
And Mike Pence, I hope you're going to stand up for the good of our Constitution.
Not only is he asking his audience to observe those individuals, he's asking the audience to ensure that those individuals take what he is deeming as the right action. He targets Mitt Romney specifically by name.
Romney, he got slaughtered.
That would point to the way that he singles out those he believes have been helpful to him.
And Rudy, you did a great job. He's got guts. You know what? He's got guts.
You turn those tables and you start to use words like slaughter or fear or hell or attack, and you repeat them over and over and over again, where the sort of graphic, violent appeal becomes the only type of repetition that then allows for types of incitement. It is also true that Donald Trump on January 6th, in bringing to culmination a series of particular types of symbols, particular types of language, that do a lot of what I would call creating a culture of kind of weaponized communication that's aimed at particular opponents, particularly in this case, the system of democratic elections in the United States. And that has continued, which might suggest to us that there is a way in which we're going to see some politicians take in Trump's approach to politics as their model and their brand as we move forward in history.
What does it say to the nearly half the country that believes this election was rigged?
We do need an investigation into irregularities.
Will we allow the media that is just as guilty as QAnon of presenting truth and lies to divide us?
How can we trust anybody if we can't even trust the president? How do we know the president is actually doing the right thing while he's in office? He's worse than anybody we ever know. He compares himself to Hitler. If you want to hear more, check out my podcast.